Hey guys, Eugene here. So today I want to talk about. I noticed a Facebook status the other day on one of my friends' lists, and I've kind of heard a motivational speaker talk about it before, and it made sense at the time. But after last night, it makes so much more sense. Now, the title of this is obviously Vibrate at a Frequency where people are like, how does he do that? How does he, she, how do they do that? And that just comes down, purely down to hard work. Like, last night, so to put it into perspective, last night I was creating online course up until 2 o'clock this morning. I was then up at 7 o'clock this morning to take my godchildren to school, and as you can see, I'm busy in my car now. I've had to go get printer cartridges and cutting discs and all this sort of stuff, and my day job doesn't stop just because I worked late last night. You know what I mean? You gotta keep hustling. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta be motivated. You gotta know what you're fighting for. If you know all of these things and you also learn about what you're capable of, you will vibrate at a frequency. Actually, my friend's status said, vibrate at a frequency where you don't have to introduce yourself. And I get that, but I like the fact of vibrate at a frequency where people are just like, how does he do that? And that's what, like, don't get me wrong, during the last 5 years, there's been times where I've gone for months of working 2-3 o'clock in the morning, waking up early, carrying on with the day hustle. In the beginning it was easier because there wasn't so much day stuff that I needed to do, so I could easily get around to catching up on some sleep when I needed it, and if I needed it, and stuff like that. But I need to, there's been a development in my life in the last few days where I have an opportunity. I will mention more about this opportunity in later videos, but for this to happen, I need to be able to set myself up with a bit more of a passive income. So, as I mentioned, I'm putting a course together because one of the things, my first business is digital marketing. It's something I can always fall back on. So, about a couple of weeks ago, I started helping previous clients of mine, and then I helped a friend of mine with their AdWords campaign and showing them what to do. So, I've decided to put a course together rather, so that people can just follow it in their own time, own leisure. It'll be a nice in-depth course going from everything you need to know about digital marketing, from keyword research to setting up your AdWords campaign. If you're a e-commerce marketer and you're selling physical products, if you haven't got your website, if you haven't got your AdWords campaign running, Google shopping ads, then you're definitely missing quite an integral part of your marketing plan right there and then. So I will be showing them how to set up Google AdWords, how to set up Google shopping ads. When it comes to Google shopping ads, we're providing an Excel spreadsheet so that people know exactly what they need to fill in to make things work. Okay, we'll also be going into social media, Facebook marketing, because let's be fair, it is the cheapest marketing at the moment, and it's the most targeted marketing. Okay, so we can't leave Facebook out. I'll be showing people how to not just use the normal boost my post marketing plan, but actually show you Google's version of AdWords, okay? So that we can set up custom audiences so that your audience is refined to your niche market. We'll be going into a lot of depth, content curation and stuff like that, and putting out content, video content, blogging content, imagery, text-rich imagery, and all this sort of stuff, so that any business owner that hires a company that does work for them and they don't see results, they'll know, well, hang on a minute, they can do this course and they can do their own marketing, okay? So that not only do they understand what needs to be done, but the only time they will need to employ someone is maybe an in-house person, instead of outsourcing one of the most fundamental parts of your business, okay? If you don't understand the marketing side of your own business, you're setting your business up for failure, okay? So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help people, I'm trying to educate people on digital marketing and doing it for themselves. The sooner people realize that it's not as hard as, yes, there's a lot of technical jargon, but it's really not as hard as people make it out to be. I think a lot of people use technical jargon just to scare a lot of people away. I won't be doing that. It will be a nice in-depth course, depending on how much time you have. You'll be able to do it over a period of time. If you've got nothing else to do and you focus on that all day, every day, then you should obviously be able to accomplish it a lot quicker. So that was my task last night. Extremely tired today, I must admit. But what's tired? What is 1 or 2 more years of working, grinding, hustling as hard as I possibly can to achieve my goals? That's a year goes like this. Let's be fair. Time waits for no one. Time waits for no one. Okay? And if you want that success, if you want that freedom, if you want to be independent, you're gonna have to hustle. You're gonna have to hustle hard. And that is what I'm obviously trying to do with this series of my journey to becoming an entrepreneur. Because as you guys have seen in previous videos, I don't want to claim to be an entrepreneur yet. Yes, a lot of people will tell you that I am, because I own 2 businesses and I'm working on my next. But as I've mentioned before, my standard for that title of entrepreneur, so much higher than a lot of other people's standards. And I want to showcase through this video series, through this vlog, that this is the next level of entrepreneur. This, yeah, all these people, yeah, calling themselves entrepreneurs, it's all, they're thinking short term. It's all about the long-term goals when it comes to being an entrepreneur. And I want to showcase everything. I want you guys to be part of my journey and experience the fun times, the hard times, the sad times, the happy times. And as you can see, I'm happy like all the time, because I don't work for a boss. I know that's the most cliche thing to say, but I'm my own boss, and that's that makes me the happiest I've ever been. So what I'd like today, guys, if you found any joy and motivation from this video, please hit the subscribe button. If you want to drop a comment and tell me a little bit about your journey and what are you doing to vibrate at a level where people go, how does he or she do that? Drop a comment down below. I reply to all comments, and I'd love to hear your journey. I'd love to hear where you are in your journey. What are some of the hardest struggles you've had to face? So yes, drop a comment down below. Hit the subscribe button, guys. I'd really appreciate it. So yes, anyway, have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.